Hello, welcome to my channel. I want to tell you a little bit about the way that I do the readings here. If you're new, this side is the partner's energy. This side is your energy. And then this is the energy of the relationship. When I'm saying partner in these readings, it does not have to be a committed relationship. It is just whoever you're thinking of when you come to this reading. These readings do apply to sun, moon, rising, whatever. Um, they do apply to the various types of aspects of your chart. Also, I want to say, for those that are single, my readings are good for helping you to see how you are relating to love itself, which is extremely important in attracting the love that you desire. Uh, so those are kind of the main things that you need to think about. Also consider where you are in the month when you're watching these readings as well. And don't forget, if the readings resonate with you, always go ahead and click the little thumbs up button and give a thumbs up when they resonate with you. And I'm not always able to, respond to all comments, but I want you to know that I appreciate all of the comments, all of the shares, likes, subscriptions, all of that. I'm right there with you, and I'm really, really grateful for all of your support. Thank you, guys. On with the reading.
Hello, Aries. Welcome to your August reading your love reading for the month of August, if I can talk clearly. Um okay, it looks like for this month this is kind of a rough month, okay? Because the overall energy is feeling alone, which sucks, okay? And it just looks like there's a lot going on, okay? When I look at your partner's energy here, they have heal, crown chakra, and reach out. Now, what I'm getting is, and then you have moving on, helpless and hopeless, and seek. And it's kind of like you're in a place of feeling like the support isn't there. Like it's just not enough support. You're not getting enough in return. And it's kind of giving you the idea of moving on. You're feeling alone because you're feeling like you're not supported with the same level of support that you give. And it's just one of those months where you're kind of just feeling it's kind of pushing you to a fed up place because it's like I might as well move on because I'm alone anyway. I'm in this alone anyway. And then but it's kind of making the other person, it's kind of pushing the partner to realize they are going to have to heal some things within themselves. Like they're going to have to get out of this illusion. It's like I'm really getting that the partner is really coming out of illusion. Coming out of, some of them are coming out of the idea that, because this connection is special or something, like you're always going to be there. And that, there is no breaking point. And it's like for some of them, that's the illusion that they're coming out of. And for some of them, they're coming out of the illusion that they haven't played a role in the situation. It's like they're realizing their own issues on a deeper level. And they're realizing that these issues aren't going to be able to just be an excuse forever. Like they're actually going to have to heal and fix these issues. Or you may eventually just go away altogether. Because they're feeling that distance. They're feeling that you've kind of went away. And it's kind of bringing them into a place of knowing that they have to get more dedicated to themselves. to healing themselves, to working through their stuff, dealing with their issues. And they're realizing that it's not something that they can just, like, for a lot of them, the illusion was that they could just get there whenever they got there and they didn't really have to be dedicated to, making sure that they were fixing the issues within themselves. But it's like that illusion is coming down, and they're now to a place of knowing that, they have to be dedicated to this, and this has to be a goal for them, or they could be alone. And I'm getting that some of them are wanting to reach out because they're feeling like it's almost like they want you to know that they're getting what you've been saying, like they're seeing things your way. But from this energy, I'm getting that a lot of them don't actually make the steps and actually follow through on the reaching out. I mean, in a physical way, but they're going to reach out, energetically or telepathically, where they're giving the message and letting you know that they're getting it. That they're realizing they have to be dedicated to fixing their own stuff. And then Aries, you're in this energy of kind of just letting go, which is not a bad place. That's always a good thing, to let go, because it helps us to, it actually helps in these types of connections. And then you're feeling kind of hopeless to make it happen. Like you've gotten to a place where you're feeling helpless. You're feeling powerless to change anything in the situation. You're feeling helpless to make the love be there, like make the support, the nurturing, the tenderness, the kindness, the caring. You feel like you're helpless to make that be there. And it is bringing you into a place of seeking within yourself. Like you're kind of having to, it is kind of in a way pushing you more towards God within. Because it's kind of like that's the only place that you feel you have any type of control, which is the truth. And then crowning the two of you is the sacral chakra, which, tells me that this is about everybody's feeling alone because everybody's focused on what they want. That's kind of the thing here. Aries is focused on what they want, and the partner is focused on what they want. Like everybody's focused on what they want, which is, it is gonna create feelings of being alone. And so the partner is kind of to a place where they're feeling like they just have to, kind of just step back from it all. And they feel like that's the best way to support you right now. That's kind of how they're feeling. Like the best way to help this situation is to kind of just give it some space, give it some breath, just take a step back. And they're realizing in order to get what they want, it's kind of like you're feeling alone because you're kind of going through a period of realizing that in order to get what you want, you both have to go within. You're realizing you can't get what you want from each other because what you actually want is deeper than each other. There's deeper issues here. And it's like the partner is realizing that the only way to Aries is through themselves to heal this stuff. That's the only way to get there. And then it's like Aries is realizing that the only way to get what they want is to go within themselves and face the truth and face their fears in order for them to get what they want, because they have this moving on energy. So it's kind of like whether they're going away from the relationship or staying in it, they realize they have to face their fears. If they know that this is just not good for them right now and they need to be somewhere else, then it's like they have to overcome, they have to face their fears about that. And if they're going to stay, they're going to have to face their fears they're going to have to face the fear that they have of unconditional love. The fear of what it takes to love unconditionally, even while their partner has these issues and is going through these things. And, they're feeling alone and they're feeling like their partner isn't supporting them, because it's kind of like the partner isn't able to support them. The partner isn't healed enough within themselves to be able to give that support. So you can't get it there. Okay, so that's kind of like the decision, that you're up against, which way you're gonna deal with it, and which way are you facing your fears. Is it the fear of letting go? Like, you're facing fears, Aries, one way or another. Is it fear of letting go? Or is it gonna be, the fear of unconditional love and what it takes to constantly, be investing in something or putting yourself out there with little return? Because remember, unconditional love is never going to be about the return on investment. That's not unconditional love. Okay, I'm going to pull a word of advice from the Romance Angels Oracle deck. Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask. In this relationship. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. You better believe it. There is some, ego here, where people are protecting themselves and protecting their hearts, which is always deceptive. It's always deceptive, because it's not the truth of who we are, and it's not we're not coming from our hearts. We're coming from our fears. And it might be you, Aries, because you're the one confronting fears this month. It seems like it's not that they're having an issue with their mask, because it's kind of like they're realizing that their illusions are coming down. Okay, so they're realizing that they have work to do. And they have issues. They're realizing that. But you, on the other hand, may not be realizing some truths about yourself when it comes to your love and if it's unconditional or not. But you'll get there, whatever it is, because you're seeking it. So you're going to find it. Seek and you shall find. Okay, thank you so much, Aries. If this reading was beneficial to you, please go right now and click the little thumbs up button for me. I greatly appreciate that. Also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, please take a look at the link below. It's going to be in the description box, and you can go ahead and book a personal private reading with me. Please do like, share, subscribe if you haven't. If you already have, thank you so much. And once again, I appreciate all your comments. I'm not always able to reply to them all. I really do a lot of readings and then, trying to make sure I get the videos up. Sometimes I'm just not able to do that, not to mention I have a family. So thank you guys so much. And you guys have a fabulous August. And I'll see you next month.